Henry, Gordon, and James were feeling miserable. They had been shut up in the sheds for being naughty and longed to be let out again. At last, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "I hope you are sorry," said Sir Topham Hatt, "and realize that all engines are not all that important after all. We have just ordered a new tank engine called Percy who works with other coaches, and Thomas and Edward have worked the main line nicely. But I will let you out if you promise to behave." "Yes, sir." "We will, sir," said the engines. "That's right," said Sir Topham Hatt. "But remember that this no-shunting business must stop." "Yes, sir." He then told Percy, Edward, and Thomas that they could all play on the branch line for a few days. And they ran off to find their trains at the junction. Annie and Clarabelle were glad that Thomas had come back. Edward and Percy were playing with freight cars. "Stop! Stop! Stop!" yelled the freight cars as they were shunted to their proper sidings. But the two engines all laughed. Thomas had thought Annie and Clarabelle deserved a good long run. Next, Edward had to take some empty freight cars to the quarry. Percy was left alone, but he didn't mind that one bit. He liked to watch other trains pass by and be cheeky. "Hurry, hurry, hurry!" he would say, and the others would get very cross. After a great deal of shunting, Percy was waiting for the signalman to switch the points so that he could get back to the yard. He was eager to go, but was being rather careless and was not paying attention. Edward had warned Percy, "Be careful on the main line. Be sure to whistle to the signalman when you're there." But Percy didn't remember to whistle, and so the signalman forgot about him. Percy waited and waited and waited. The points were still against him, so he couldn't move. Then he looked along the main line. "Beep, beep, beep!" He whistled hard, for coming straight towards him was Gordon with the express. Groaned Gordon. "Get out of my way!" Percy opened his eyes. Gordon had stopped with Percy's buffers just a few inches from his own. Percy had suddenly begun to move. "I'm out of here!" He went straight through Edward's station and was so frightened that he ran right up Gordon's hill without stopping. After that, he was tired, but he couldn't stop, for he had no driver to shut off steam and apply the brakes. "I want to stop! I want to stop!" he cried. Then the signalman saw that poor Percy was in trouble, so he kindly set the switch. Percy ran into a siding and ended up in a big bank of earth. He was too tired to care where he was. "I want to stop! I want to stop! I stopped!" he puffed thankfully. "Never mind, Percy," said the workman. "You'll have some water, then some coal, and then you'll feel better." Presently, Gordon arrived.
"Well done, Percy. You started off so quickly that you have stopped a nasty accident."
"I'm sorry I was cheeky to you, Gordon,"
said Percy.
"You were clever to stop."
Then Gordon helped pull Percy out from the bank. Percy is still cheeky, being that sort of engine, but now on, he is always careful when he goes along the main line.